In 2019, Atatiana Jefferson, a 28-year-old black woman, was shot and killed through the window of her home in Texas. She was shot by a Fort Worth police officer named Aaron Dean. Dean was at the home after a neighbor noticed Jefferson's front door was left open late at night. During the trial, Dean claimed he thought he came upon a burglary in progress. Dean never announced himself as an officer, and after seeing his flashlight, Jefferson feared he was a burglar. She went and got her gun. That's when Dean opened fire through the glass, killing her in front of her 8-year-old nephew, Zion. The two were playing video games together. It was captured on police body camera video. Dean was sentenced to more than 11 years in prison for manslaughter, and yesterday the Fort Worth City Council unanimously approved an $11.5 million settlement to the Jefferson family. Prime anchor Linsey Davis spoke to Atatiana's sister, Ashley Carr, and the family's attorney, Lee Merritt.
Ashley Carr, Atatiana Jefferson's sister, and Lee Merritt, the family's attorney, both join us now. We really so appreciate you both being here. Ashley, I'd like to start with you. And in a statement, you said that this is a rare instance in which a family has received accountability, both criminally and civilly, following the killing of their loved one by a police officer. What are some of the emotions that you're feeling right now?
It's a mix of emotions. You know, you feel joy, you feel sadness, you feel humbleness. You know, sometimes I feel a little, why my sister? You know, so those types of feelings are going on. But it's so many emotions that I'm still processing. And
Tatiana's nephew Zion, as we mentioned, was there that fateful night. How's he doing today?
Zion has improved a lot since that time. He had a lot of emotional issues that he has been working through the process, working with his therapist, working with Lee, different mentors that he have. And he has come a long way. Yes, he still has some work to do, but being a teenager with a traumatic experience, I think he's doing great.
And Mr. Merritt, do you blame Aaron Dean alone for the shooting, or could better officer training in Fort Worth have prevented this incident?
It has to go towards the policies of the city of Fort Worth itself. He received a call from a non-emergency hotline, and they were trained within the department to treat those non-emergency calls as burglaries in progress, to give a military response where officers do not announce themselves. That failure is the city's, and it belongs to both Aaron Dean and the policies that make this kind of death and tragedy commonplace here in the United States.
What kind of changes would you like to see implemented?
Well, we want to see a demilitarization of our policing in general. You know, there's no other nation in the developed world that polices its citizens by killing and incarcerating so many of them. So for a non-emergency call, like the neighbor James made in this case, we want to see officers, agents of the state who are trained to respond domestically, to announce themselves like you would in any other modern or developed nation. So that's what I mean. This case is a perfect example of demilitarization of our police force. You know, we were pointing out that we heard about this case. The family called me about this case the same day another officer was convicted for killing someone in their home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and that was the case of Botham Judge. So this is just far too common, and I do believe it's attributed to the militarization in general of our police. We rely too heavily on shooting and killing and incarcerating people to deal with domestic disputes.
Ashley, you founded the Atatiana Project in the wake of your sister's death, which provides free science, technology, engineering, arts, and math education for youth in under-resourced communities. Has being able to give back in the name of your sister helped you heal in part?
I wouldn't say it helped me heal. It helped me keep going through the journey. Those children, exposing them to different things. It's like I see a little Tatiana in all of them. And it helped me push through this journey. And I know that it'll help me keep going as well in the process.
The world knows Tatiana at this point because of how she died. What do you wish that people knew about how she lived?
She was an amazing person. She was an anime lover. She loved gaming. She She was in the choir in high school and middle school and college. She was in the band in high school and middle school. She was an all-around wonderful person. Yes, she was my little sister, but she came with a big force all the time.
Ashley and Lee, we thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you joining us.
Linsey, thank you for having us.